Alright everybody, in the new video I want to release a new update that we have launched, and let's go through it. So you can find this update on the left side, which is top traders, and when you open up the top traders you have your statistics of your performance, overall account performance. Now it's included live trades and simultaneous trades. Live trades are no different than simultaneous trades. They are done with the same results and the same. Of course, they can differentiate a little bit, but approximately they're the same. So, when you open up this section, you see your last 30-day results, last 90-day results, last year results. Now, in this my demo account, I'm using only trading Gambit bot. So I'm using only one AI bot. And practically, it has not even lasted me a year, maybe months or 2 months. And although I have changed some settings, budget and deal size. So anyway, these are the results I get. So it's not a complete statistics, but anyway, when you open this page, you will see your statistics and the rankings. Now let's get a little bit lower. Now what you see here is the top traders the website has, and it shows only top 20 traders, but nonetheless, let's go through only the top traders right now. So trader number 1, trader number 2, trader number 3. And when you look upon, I want to show you a couple of things which you can gaze upon and get some ideas if you want to copy these trades and you want to have the same trades. So let's get into it. So the first thing when we get here is, let's look at year. Year 193%, 181%, practically the same. Profit, practically the same. Down drag. This has way better down drag than this one right here. And as you can see, none of these bots can actually allow you to lose leverage, because 50% down drag is you can easily liquidate even a leverage 2 position. So basically, in my condition, in my experience, I can say any leverage you use, you'll be liquidated sooner. You'll be liquidated. It's just a matter of time. So and right here, what we can see is, although the profit right here, for example, is practically 4-1. The profit is nearly, let's say, 3.5 against 1. So the profit is 3.5 times greater than the loss it had. So basically, even if you use leverage 2 and you do get liquidated, you have 3.5 times to repeat this. So this down drag is made throughout the last year, and maybe at some point Bitcoin dipped really badly. So at 1 year, who knows how many things have happened in 1 year. So I think normally nobody can actually predict the market. But let's just look at Bitcoin USDT chart. Didn't load up yet. Let's look at Bitcoin USDT chart, and let's just see what happened in that 1 year. Who knows, like maybe there was a huge dip. Let's use 1-day chart, and let's see 1 year starting from here. Well, eventually speaking, Bitcoin has went up, and the largest drop was right here. So Bitcoin dipped 55% at the most. So that's why we are seeing a down drag approximately 54%. But you keep in mind that these bots are using shitcoins, which basically means they dip sometimes even 90%. So by average, it's the same as Bitcoin. All right. So anyway, if you still have the profit, you still need to get familiar that Bitcoin can drop even more than 54%. It has dropped even more in the previous years. So as far as we get, you have to keep in mind that downdrag is inescapable process. So that's inescapable. So we compare that this trader has a slightly less downdrag than this one. So, and the biggest difference which I see right here is the maximum open deals. It has 3, and this one has 23. So what it means is how many simultaneous deals the trader had open at one time. This had 23 trades, this had 3 trades. So what it means is, imagine you start your trading and you give 1/3 of capital to this trade, this bot. This trader gives like a 33% of its capital to a single trade, and uses only 3 trades. So meaning that the first trade that the system uses is way greater than this one. This uses 1/23 of its capital, meaning a little bit less than 5%. So this goes all in, this goes with a reduced risk. So in my experience, the less number right here, the greater profit, including greater risk. Higher the number here, smaller profit, smaller risk. So what I mean by risk is, as you can see here, for 19 days, it had only 36 trades, where this trader had 825 trades. So meaning that this trader didn't have any trades in 2 months, like only one trade. This had 600 trades. So what I figure is this trader bought something that he started to hold and didn't sell, or the bot didn't see anything to buy. So in my experience, I guess it bought a coin that went down pretty badly. Who knows, right? So what it means is that the less trades you have, less budget you give for a trade, the more simultaneous trades you can have, the more trades you can actually do, and yet the more profit you can actually make. However, less trades equals greater profit and greater risk. So imagine the system buys a coin, and by any reasons it can be delisted. By some coincidence, or it goes down by 70% and never comes back. So right here, you have a problem that 1/3 of your capital can be jammed. However, here only 1/23 of your capital can be jammed for a while. So it's a matter of balancing your risk and deciding what to go for, where to go for, and what to go for. Okay, so now if you want to replicate, for example, this trader right here, you need to rent this bot. This is the list of bots they use, and all these top traders use the Ultimate Paradise bot group. So, for example, you figure you want to follow the same bot group, and you want to have exactly the same budget as he uses, nonetheless, how much money you have or you don't have. You go to budget groups, and you edit your budget group. This is for the trading gambit I used. I ran one bot called Trading Gambit. As an example, you have, let's say I have written down here, I have $104,000, right? And if you want to use 1/3 of your capital and thus having 3 simultaneous open trades, you just divide this number by 3 and type in this. So eventually we'll have like 33,000 per trade. If you want to replicate this trader right here, you divide this by 23. So meaning that 104,000 divided by 23, it will give you around 5,000 on a trade. Pretty easy, no big deal. So what happens is you end up by this, whether earn a little bit more, but you earn a little bit less, but with less risk. And that's all there is to it. Now let's talk about a different thing, which is also really important. How to verify which of these traders earn more. Because the system calculates, and how it calculates, I'll show you. The system calculates your profit. This is the last 3-month profit. I figure maybe I'm close to them. But as I saw, last 90 days, 56 minus 17. They have 66. Actually, I'm in front of these all in the last 90 days. All right, good. So I'm leading in the last 90 days. There's a top of last 365 days. But anyway, so this is my result of the last 90 days. So how the system calculates? The system calculates, here are $8,000 I've the system used for trading. And in those 110 trades, the system earned $4,571, ending up with 56% from the capital it used. Now here is a little downside and a little of advantage point as well. The downside is I assigned 104,000 to this group, but the group only used $8,000. So it's somewhere playing too safe. I mean, this bot is playing too safe. But I would say in the last 3 months, maybe nothing big has happened. Let's look at the last. It's only 26% down drag in the last year as I've used it, but I have not used it last year. I think I have it only for 3 months approximate. So what it means is the system is playing really safe. Really safe. So what I can do, I can artificially increase these deal sizes, which I'm having right now here. Meaning the system will use more of the budget, and thus more dollars I could earn. But you have to keep in mind that my setup has never experienced the minus 54% down drag. Let's look at the biggest down drags. 53, 54, 48, 54, 31, 35, 46, 47. So yeah, so 50% down drag is the actual, could be the biggest down drag I could have. So a 50% down drag means that I could definitely use half of my budget at maximum. Even more. I could use 60% of my capital. Approximately, I could use 60% of my capital. 60% ends up around $65,000. And that's how much times more. That's 65,000 divided by 8,000. 8.5 times more. So what I could do is I could go to this group and edit group's capital to be 8.5 times more, meaning around $1 million. So the maximum used budget at that point would be 65,000, and from those 65,000, I were to earn 8.5 times more than this number right here. Pretty easy. It's no big difference. So now that we know this, there's a different advantage point. Now, this is the weak point, which I told, that the system never uses all of its budget, and it's really hard to predict how much it will use. But the biggest advantage right now is the system doesn't calculate exponential growth. And exponential growth means compounding profits. It means this number right here relates to compounding growth, which means that if I earn $10 on each trade, for example, I earned $10 this trade. If you write in here 100%, means that all those $10 goes to reinvest, thus increasing the next trade size. And more and more and more and more, meaning you have an exponential growth. And maybe at some point you have deal size even twice the size. So let's look at these numbers right here again. So it has earned $193. Now let's do a quick math and let's try to figure out how much it would earn exponentially in an exponential growth. So to calculate this, let's decide that we are using $1,000, and we arrange 1/3 of the capital to a trade. The trade has $333. Now let's just take $330 times 1.0145, meaning that on each trade, by average, I earn 1.4%. Okay, and 535, you need to divide it by 3 as well. So just because if you want to calculate exponential growth, you divide by 335 divided by 3, it's 178. So you square this by 178, and you get a number of 4,279. Now, these figures are not precise. I'm not told to be them precise, but there are multiple ways how you can calculate. So if you use 100% reinvesting, you would end up by having $4,279 profit. You remember you had $1,000, now you have $4,279. So you earn 427% a year if you calculate that 100% will have been reinvested. And the maximum what you can get is $12,838. So your profit, including exponential growth, could be somewhere between $400 to $12,000 if you're using exponential growth just by these numbers here. So in terms of exponential growth, this bot earns way more, but in terms of budget usage, it earns less. So you need to figure out. So I reckon your profit a year by using exponential growth could end up by 200 to 600% a year. So and yet I'm not sure, because it really depends on your budget planning, how much you reinvest, how many simultaneous open trades you have. But these are just the figures, so you can keep in mind that you actually could earn more than this by doing exponential growth. So okay, so let's continue. Let's compare it with 23 simultaneous open trades. So let's go on through. So 1,000 divided by 23 trades is 43 trades simultaneously. Then we need to divide this by 23 as well. Divided by 23, it's 232. So right now, where it gone? So right now we have $43. Okay, $43 times 1.53% times 1.0153, 232. We have 1,458 exponential growth additionally. So so as you can see, this trader is more profitable than this trader right here because of the exponential growth. So, and this trader from the exponential growth can earn around 45% times 23 to 3,300%. So it's just because you never know how much deals there will be one by one entering. So for example, you can see right here, you have 12 trades, you had 12 trades, so half of your trades are left aside, not trading anything. So it's the profit can relate if you can relate from 45% to 3,350%. So as you can see, these figures right here are calculated in a stable way, but the exponential growth underneath it can be way higher. The only way how you can realize how much you actually earn is by actually starting with $1,000 and thus reinvesting, and then seeing how much you earn, for example, in 3 to 4 months. That's the absolute best way of how you can do it. So yeah, that's the one way. But keep in mind, their exponential growth increases this percent, and the budget usage that you never, or it will be really hard to use entire 100% of this profits, reduces that percent. So I reckon, in my opinion, it's a little bit higher than these numbers right here. So yeah, so I've done a video in our channel before about how you can actually artificially increase these numbers. That's the previous video from this one right here. So you can go there and watch that video, and I will give a link to this video in the description, so that you can actually understand how to manipulate these to affect your profits. So thank you very much for watching, and go to the top traders section and investigate the top traders they have there to actually benefit from the knowledge they're using. And yeah, so see you guys soon on another video. Bye.